no doubt, leaders do spread their message by taking the microphone at a major conference. But just as with games, movies, apps, and ideas, leaders grow in popularity and reach a tipping point in their influence when employees pass on their views of that leader to their friends and their coworkers. That is, Michelle interacts with her boss Brent and comments on her experience to a coworker. We hope positively, but unfortunately those comments may be negative. Most often, it's not the boss's speeches or policies or plans that create that positive impression, but rather it's the little things. Those little things include things like understanding the value of community. Some leaders isolate themselves. They undervalue the importance of simply being with others, their team members, in the same hallways, the cafeteria, the conference rooms, the entranceways, the elevators, the parking lot. People like people who are like them. People who have the same experiences. Even shared physical spaces. And obviously shared emotional experiences. Those experiences provide common ground that leaders need to have their people believe that they share the same values. Another way that little things that are shared, asking for a favor. And of course you want to make that favor easy. Asking for directions, asking for an explanation or opinion about something in their area of expertise, or asking someone to help you recall statistics shared in a meeting prior in the week. Why does that favor request work so well? Asking for a favor requires humility on the leader's part. Let others help you in any simple way and watch how pleased they are to assist. Everyone likes to feel smart and helpful. Another little thing, remembering names. Of course, you'll know the names of your team members and their family members, but successful leaders need to go further than that with their network. Too often you hear people say, "Well, I'm not good with names. I don't remember names, but I never forget a face." Or you'll hear them say, "Well, I struggle with pronouncing names, but I love people." Such statements are serious setbacks for a leader who intends to have credibility across department lines and up and down the chain of command. Knowing someone's name opens the door to opening their mind. Talking to impress someone about your personal interest in them when you can't call their name is like sending mail addressed to "Dear Occupant." To remember names, listen to it carefully, and repeat the name immediately after hearing it. Make an association with the person's looks. Write it down for later reference. Another little thing, show concern for their family by remembering to ask about their health of an ill spouse or a child or an aging parent. That says you're concerned with them as a person, not just someone to do your bidding on the job or help you with the project or team. Ask about personal interest of theirs or a family member. Is the person training for a marathon or a long hiking trip? Do they collect antiques or visit trade fairs over the weekends? Does the person play in a jazz band on a Friday evening at a local restaurant? These are the things that demonstrate interest. Congratulate them on their successes also. Asking questions or commenting on such interest before or after a meeting or during lunch builds a bridge of connection so that they're ready to listen on more important topics. Another way to demonstrate caring, lend a hand with menial tasks. That's another little thing. The typical employee has seen far too many corporate or governmental leaders act as if employees or the citizenry should serve them. When someone who holds a position of authority actually serves a subordinate, someone lower on the hierarchy, that is, lends a helping hand with the task in progress, people notice. the media even consider it a photo op when the President of the United States spends an hour serving turkey to the homeless at a soup kitchen. That menial task may be refilling the coffee pot or labeling the tent cards for a big meeting. Willingness to pitch in and help when there's work to be done communicates humility, and that's always an attractive character trait. Another little thing, be thoughtful. Simply remembering birthdays and anniversaries, celebrating their paying off the mortgage with them, or visiting their dying parent in the hospital, or attending their daughter's wedding, allowing an extra day off during a family emergency, even though it's a peak work time in the office. These genuine acts of kindness demonstrate far more than words express. What's the point in all this? Leaders in the workplace win followers one by doing the little things that demonstrate genuine interest, concern, and humility. That's the issue. Then when they need trust, they have the influence and the credibility to communicate a strategic